Well, hi Geminis, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. Shuffle. One more shuffle for Gemini. One more shuffle for Gemini. One more shuffle for Gemini. Okay, here we go, Gemini. Let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. You are moving into a new life cycle. You could probably feel that coming. Okay, so Geminis, the overall energy of this reading is the Death card. This is the card for Scorpio. Scorpio might be strong in your chart or strong in someone else's chart around this reading. But the energy is what's most important, and the energy of this card is the end of the old, the beginning of the new. Leaving the old behind and moving towards the new. So the world is what you're moving towards. That is a whole new life cycle right there. So the Death card, and then in your highest energy, I have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups it's about an offer. You know, cups represent love, so it has something to do with love. But you really want to look at it. I think you want to move on from that. These are the strongest energy cards in your entire reading. I feel like already that you want to enter a new life cycle on your own. It's right next, that Four of Cups is right next to the Strength card. There's the infinity symbol. That's the symbol of intuition and knowing. So this tells me that you know what you need to do, what you have to do, and you're going to find the strength and the courage to do it. And it is going to take strength and courage to refuse this cup of love, apparently, too. So this is a card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. So by doing so, okay, finding the strength and the courage to move forward on your own here into a new life cycle, this is going to allow you to drop all 10 of these wands. That's a heavy burden. Look at this fellow here. He is so hunched over. I mean, you can just see he's ready to drop those wands. There's no 11. So this is what you want to do. This is what you're ready to do, and this is what you are going to do by not accepting that cup that's trying to come in, and you're like, no, I can't do it. I have to move forward on my own. Under the Four of Cups is the King of Cups. So I feel like, well, this is water. So this is Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. Male or female, they're all male or female. This king here has a big cup of love, but they're not really free. They don't hand it out freely. They hold it really close, you know. And that's what the king is doing here. They're not reaching out with it. So I think you know that. I think you know that this offer that's trying to come in from male or female might be a water sign, that they really don't have the love to offer that they're presenting that they do. And you just want to move forward into this new life cycle and leave that offer behind. The King of Cups, you know, they carry this energy of the Fool, and if you were to accept that cup, you feel like you'd be in the energy of the Fool. This is living in the moment, okay? This is fun, frivolous, carefree, throwing caution to the wind. It really is a joyful card, but someone always ends up at the edge of the cliff. And then it's big decision time, or there's a tower moment, or something happens. See, the Fool is looking up in the sky. They're not looking forward. Someone always ends up looking forward. And by looking at this reading, you're the one that's looking forward because they're trying to come back in, yet they don't really want to hand out the love. They just want to have fun. Well, you're done with that. It's like you want to just move forward into something new, something different. I have the Queen of Swords, which is a card for Gemini. It's an air sign. Right next to the Fool and under the Death card of moving forward, leaving the old behind. So the Queen of Swords, male or female, this is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So Gemini or Libra or Aquarius also might be in your chart someplace, or Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius also might be around this reading in someone else's chart someplace. But more importantly, male or female, like I said, this is speaking your truth. And you're going to have to speak your truth. You know, you probably even have a conversation about this offer and decide that no, you are better off moving forward on your own. That you're wanting to know if they are willing to work on this relationship. If they see any pentacles, are they looking forward or are they still looking up? I think they're still looking up. And I think that's what you're going to find out. And that this is part of your question and answers, your truth and your clarity that you're going to be seeking. And you are willing to work on yourself or a relationship, but whatever it is, you're willing to work on it. You're willing to focus on entering this new life cycle. You're just kind of outgrown, I should say, the energy of the Fool here. And I don't think the other person has. So Geminis, let's find out what else we can find out in the second part of your reading. Okay, let's see what we got. The Justice card, another air sign. Okay, so the Justice card is up in your highest energy. This is a card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart, strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But you're getting your scales balanced. This is the whole reason you want to move forward. You need to get rebalanced. You've gone into self-protection mode. It's like self-justice, okay? And so here you are, you're trying to keep balanced. You're trying to protect yourself so that you can move forward into this new life cycle the way you want to. And this is all after putting these wands down, you know, or all part of putting the wands down. I have the Moon right next to the Justice card, which is a water sign. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be strong in your chart or in their chart or around this reading. So we have, you know, if you count the King of Cups and the Moon, that's 2 for Pisces. But more importantly, the Moon, this is about things that were hidden from you, or things that were hidden that are being exposed, or things are coming to light, things being revealed. I feel like it is about this person, okay, this King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like they are a soulmate. You might have known them since childhood. It probably, you know, maybe even college years, but you know, they have feelings for you, but they're just not, they just don't want to leave the energy of the Fool, and you do. So you know they're a soulmate. I think you're going to have to enlighten them about where you want to go, what your plans are for you as far as this relationship goes. I have the 2 of Wands right below the Justice card, and the 2 of Wands, you know, is holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and holding the World in the other hand, and it's right next to the World card. It's right below being balanced, trying to, you know, rebalance yourself, protect yourself so you can move forward in the way that you want to. So there you are, and you're looking out over the horizon. And you're like dreaming about what your new life cycle is going to look like. You know, all this is happening because you've been in the middle of a spiritual lesson. This is the Judgment card. Right under, it's like finding the strength and the courage to expose how you feel so that you can let down these wands about moving forward. You know, if they're not ready, you just want to move forward. So part of your lesson is how to communicate that and how to look out for yourself and do what makes you happy. So you're awakening to that. Look at that. You're listening to your guardian angels and spirit guides. It is a hard lesson because spiritual lessons are difficult to go through, but you are learning your judgment. So now you're ready to enter this new life cycle. You've learned not to be breadcrumbed. I think this soulmate was breadcrumbing you, like barely feeding enough into the relationship to keep it afloat. And they were throwing your scales off balance. So you're getting it together. You're learning your spiritual lesson. You're ready to move forward in your life into a whole new life cycle. And you're just like dreaming about what is that going to look like, you know. We have the Page of Cups next to this Eight of Pentacles. It's like you ask, like I said before, you ask if they're willing to leave this energy of the Fool, you know, and just live in the moment and start thinking about a future and building a future. Well, you know, you're going to feel, by the time you get done with this conversation, it looks like you're going to feel like you're just getting the Page of Cups. That this cup that they're offering really has a fish in it. That's why they hold it close to them. They don't want to hand out their true love. They just wanted to hand out bits and pieces. Being a fish in the cup, this could be a card for Pisces, so that would give us 2 for Pisces if you want to count them. But the energy is that that cup is tainted. There's not enough room for love in that cup because there's a fish. And that is one of the reasons you want to move forward on your own. And you are going to move forward. You are. We got another card of moving forward. It's been kind of a slow go on learning the spiritual lesson. And you know, you're taking all this truth and all this clarity. See those swords? With you on this boat. All this knowledge that you've gained along the way about yourself and about what you want from life, you're taking it with you away from rocky waters towards smoother, calmer waters. A nicer place in your life, a more peaceful place in your life. And that card, the Six of Swords, is right under the Ace of Wands. And here is your fresh start, your new beginning, just blossoming and blooming. And this is right under the Six of Pentacles. So you're moving away from that so that you can have this. And that is beautiful. And that looks very exciting and very inviting to me. It feels really good. Like, wow, what a move for your life. Okay, let me take out a clarifying card. It's the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, it is about the security and the stability. It is about, you know, you in the Fool energy looking at the pentacle now. They're not, you are, and you both have to be for this to work. Somebody always ends up looking forward, and that is the pentacle. The security, the stability, a possible commitment or moving forward in the relationship, something more grounded. And so the Page of Pentacles, it lands right on the Ten of Wands and the Justice card. This is what you're becoming balanced over. This is what you're going to be seeking in your next relationship. And you're going to put down those wands and you are going to move forward with your judgment, with your spiritual lesson. And it looks like you're moving into a much better place than where you are before you move forward. So wow. So Geminis, this was your reading. And I thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.